开始。
Chapter 1 Merlin was no ordinary 8-year-old boy. Like a few other children in his village, he had grown up without parents. Unlike the others, his father had been a demon, and his human mother had abandoned him soon after his birth. Being the son of a demon had given Merlin very special powers. He could not only see into the future, but he could also make powerful potions that healed the sick or even turned people into animals. This meant that although people needed him, they also feared him. They needed him to make their sick and wounded well again, but Merlin's power frightened them. It was the fear in the villagers' eyes that always reminded Merlin of what he was and of who his father had been. Today had started like any other. Merlin walked through the small village where he lived, and where nothing ever seemed to happen. People followed him, as they did every day, asking for potions or seeking answers to their troubles. "But can you make the nightmares go away?" an old woman asked. She panted hard as she scurried alongside him, trying to keep up. Looking at her, Merlin slowed his pace. "Yes, visit me tomorrow," he said. "I'll have a potion ready." The woman nodded and began to back away, when suddenly the air was filled with the sound of thunder. Merlin frowned. No, not thunder. Everyone's attention was drawn to the south, curious to see the source of the noise. A few older boys shoved their way past Merlin, almost knocking him over in their haste. Beside him, the old woman's face twisted in fear. "What's that?" she asked. "Horses!" someone shouted excitedly. Quickly moving through the crowd, Merlin reached the front. His attention was fixed on the near horizon. He stared in wonder as horses and their riders surged over the hilltop, kicking up clouds of dust in their wake. Never had he seen this many horsemen, and they weren't just horsemen. These were knights. Their tunics bore the king's coat of arms, a red dragon on a golden background. The king's men reined their horses to a stop, leaving several villagers coughing dust. The leader pulled off his helmet and stood up in his stirrups, his gaze searching the crowd before him. "In the name of King Vortigern, we seek a boy who has no mortal father," he called out. "A boy with great power." Merlin's heart quickened, but he didn't dare move. One by one, the villagers began to whisper and look his way. Some even pointed in his direction. Finally, a rough hand pushed him forwards, causing him to stumble from the crowd. The leader looked down at him as the other knights removed their helmets to do the same.